Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you about a really fun, newish tool that you can use on Google Docs and Google Slides, and it's called Stickity. So Stickity, the website I just have pulled up right here, is something that you would add in, and it's basically an application that runs within Google Slides and Google Docs. So you do have to install it, and the install links are on the website as well as in my newsletter. And the cool thing with Stickity is that you can make little stickers, you can make timers, and just integrate them right into your documents. So if you are someone who likes to have some consistency in the way that your timers look, it's really easy to do that. It's also helpful for maybe making signs for your classroom, more consistent, basically expectation type of icons and images. You can even use this to give students like little rewards or telling them kudos and good job on their assignments. So lots of ways that you can use this. So if you're on the stickity.co website, it gives you a little bit of ideas here on how you can use it. But here are the links you'll need to actually get started with it. So Stickity for Docs is how you can use this in documents, and then Stickity for Slides. So what I did right now is I just installed it for Slides. And if you click that link, it will take you to a new tab where you can install it, and you will have to grant permission for it to be installed, and then you'll have to run it in Google Sites itself. But there are some really nice little ideas here on how people have used Stickity in the past. So if I go to the link here to install it. I already have it installed, so that's why it shows uninstall, but you'll click it here and install it. And if you want to read more, there's more there. But then I'll just open a blank Google Slides presentation and we can get started with Stickity. All right, so it is open, and whenever we install an add-on or basically a bonus thing that will be working within Google Docs or Google Slides, Google has changed the look of things a little bit. So it used to be called add-ons, under an add-ons menu, but now it's under a menu called extensions, and then there's add-ons there. So this is where you can install other ones, but we already installed Stickity, so it is there. So I'll click open. I'm going to move my little camera here, and it opens a menu over here on the right-hand side of the screen. And it's just going to give you some ideas here on a featured tool. It goes through and always gives you some tips to start off. You can explore some of those icons, and there's some that are already made for you. So super, super fun, super easy to do. And whenever I see one that I like, I can click and drag it over, and then it puts it there. And once it's moved over, I can resize it, move it wherever I want. And then maybe this is something that I have students working on where we're doing some group work today, or we're doing some catch up on some different things. Maybe I'm conferencing with students. So I want the voice level to be a little bit quieter. And I have this on the board. I put a timer on the board. So there's just some expectations there for students. There's even some examples here for work style, like maybe, this is independent work time. So I'm going to say, all right, we're going to do independent work time. Voice level should be at a whisper. There we go. Just took it a second. You can also right click and copy and add them in too, which is what I was about to do. So maybe you have this. I have my whisper slide here. And I kind of put this towards the top of the screen. My icons are below it. Again, it's always helpful if you write out the text as well, rather than just only have the picture, just so students are extra sure on that. Maybe I changed my background here so it's a little bit easier to see the icons. There we go. And then you have even more here on where you want them to be when they're doing this independent work, materials they might need. So this could be really great if you have a slide, like your daily slide up on the board when students enter your classroom in the morning, or if you're transitioning activities. If you are an elementary teacher and you're doing different, you have your students basically in your room most of the day and you want them to transition to the next activity, you have a slide that has some of these different icons here just to let them know what they need so they can get prepared. There's no devices, no phones, all of these different ones. So those are just some of the expectation slides. The other ones that you have here under content support, this will just show you some of the different options that maybe students have on an assignment. So when I see these, first of all, I kind of like that some of them are animated. But if I'm having students do maybe a stations activity, and at one of the stations they have lots of choice, maybe I want to give them reminders that you can read with your ears. So I put the little ear icon here. I give them the option that says text to speech, just as those additional reminders that they have those when we're doing this activity. Here are just some helpful hints. So maybe you're having students work on an assignment and you can really use Stickity for feedback too. So that's what some of these other icons are. right here, I can drag these over to the student work. So if maybe this is a project slide the student's been working on, I want to say, okay, you're on track if you're doing this, or here's some examples of what I want you to change in this assignment. So this could be something you put up in front of the whole class as just some tips for as they work on things, or you could purely use this as giving feedback to students in the writing process and the project process. Other examples here are some ones that categorize as PBL, but you can use these with really any type of project or assignment you're having students do. Lesson guidance, you can even use these to kind of frame your slide design. So your objective or your goal for the day, little goal icons. There's fun little like pickles, mayo, mustard ones here too. Vocab, I could just spend forever going through all of these. They are fantastic. Feedback ones, there's a whole slide here for feedback. Kids love stickers no matter what grade level or age that they're in. Here's some more buttons that you can use. These could be good ones, just so you know, to maybe put on Canvas. So as you make your courses and your content in Canvas, what you can do is perhaps instead of just saying like click here and typing it out, you can still type it out if you want, but you can save these pictures. So if I click here, I can save that icon here, and now I have it saved on my computer, which means I can upload that into my course on Canvas if I would like. Maybe I have other ones here. I have all of these different ones. They Google Classroom, which we won't use, but there's even blank ones. So if you wanted to have this frame move over, but wanted to like maybe type some text over it, so it is basically your own custom icon, you can certainly do that. Other ones, there's steps, there's letters, there's little badges almost on here, maybe groups. Here's the one for timers. So I can put in like a little 10-minute timer here if I would like, and it directly puts in this little timer here, and it's little gophers on this one. So it's fantastic. So much fun. Here's other ones on here, attention getters, so little GIFs and animations, stoplights, and then just some fun and games ones. So welcoming students, or if someone's birthday, you recognize kids' birthdays when it's that time for them, you can make a little birthday slide and use some of this confetti and all that good stuff. Okay, so that is Stickity. It's super fun. It is free. Hopefully it stays that way, but I wanted to show you that because I thought it could be super helpful. You can even use it as you're thinking about how you want to design some things and integrate things in your Canvas courses. So install Stickity and have fun exploring all of the choices and flexibility that you have.